Hello, how are we? Where's my volume? There I am. Okay, so. Ugh. I don't remember where we left off. I did set a timer in chat so that I will have the reminder to get up and go get a snack because I'm going to be hungry at some point during stream. I'm going to be hungry. I actually meant to start stream at like 1. But instead, I woke up at 11, and then I decided it was very important to just kind of doze and fall back asleep, and my cat was staring at me the whole time. So I ended up just sleeping until like 1:30, and so I got up and I did stuff that I needed to do around the house. And have I done everything? I think I have. Like, there's nothing to gather. No one's doing stuff. Okay, in that case, let's save time. We'll just restart. So what I want to do is I want to balance it out between some character stories for the characters that I enjoy, and then move on to the characters around the world. I think what I will do is I will save the girls that I don't like. So if we take a look here, so like I'm not gigantic fan of Shrika. She doesn't seem super interesting. The whole religion thing and her thing just seems like it's probably not once I do it, but the introduction to her just felt like a trope and I wasn't interested in it. The same thing with Istina is like, oh, she's a dark, brooding ninja girl that has to do an assassin. She feels guilty about killing people, so she makes it up by taking life at an orphanage. Okay, that just feels like a trope. It's not interesting. The same thing with like the Cress is a bit more interesting. I think it's because it's Cress and the mayor together are being put together. So that storyline is a bit more interesting. I don't understand why we actually have her story as a thing to boost, because she's not a playable character unless doing this story somehow gets her a playable character. I don't understand why she is here in the list. Same thing with Unicorn, because Unicorn isn't a playable character either, although his story is interesting too. So like in terms of priority, I would finish obviously Hein, we'd finish Emo and Braca, and then we'd finish Unicorn and Dianthus. But yeah, Istina and Shrika, I think it's because, I mean, Crest to a degree, kind of tropey, is her, the mayor, and her brother. And like there seems to be based along like the real world, the main story thing. Like that's interesting to that. But I think it's because Shrika and Istina's story is just so trope centric that I'm not interested in it. And Dianthus might be trope centric as well. I don't know. But then we also have our stories for our towns to take care of. So I have a whole bunch in the towns to do that we're working on as well. So I think it looks like we have one for Hein to do today. Looked like his thing popped up. Yeah, he's waiting at Saltair, so let's go ahead and track that one. Yeah. And I might not ever do Shrika and Istina's, or I might do them like way later off stream or something and just get them done that way. They kind of remind me of the Oninaki has every single weapon, and every single weapon is tied to a person. And that is a little bit different because that one's storyline, you get cutscenes that I feel like were voiced in Japanese because they auto progress and they just have this ambiance that makes them feel like they were voiced in Japanese. And the fact that we don't get them voiced in the English, it's a disservice. I don't think there's really any voice acting in the game in general, but there's no way to like change it to Japanese language. So that I think is part of the thing that just bothers me, which is fine. It's just, it's one of those things. How are we on audio? We look okay on audio. I had to turn it down for Genshin. I think I've turned it up for Harvestella because it's just... Genshin is very loud by comparison to Harvestella. I have to like remember that I'm wearing my my headphones, and so every sound is more muffled because of my headphones. Back to the farm. I did a fair bit of fishing while you guys were gone. Okay, we want to sell that. I want to sell these two. I don't need you. I don't need that. I can keep the hard lumber because I'm not at 100 of that yet. Okay. Let's keep these just in case. Keep that. I'll keep that. Do I eat that? I can. Okay. Is there anything to put in here? Okay. Ah! Organized stuff a little over there, and it's chaos. Okay. So yeah, let's go see Hein. Calvin, my darling. Mommy wants to say hi to you. I am feeling like I'm ready for this game to be over. Not in a oh my god, bad way. I just feel like, to be fair, I spaced this game out over several months, since like August, July, I think, or maybe June. I just feel like I'm ready for the game to be over, just because I have been playing it across months for so long, and I'm just ready to progress to another game now. And so that's just that's just a me thing. That's why I want to get a fair bit in today's stream. So yesterday was manga day. I did stuff around the house, and then I went ahead and I read through, I think I got 3 manga done. Well, they were short ones. So I got through the second volume of 15 Minutes Before We Really Date. Super cute. Same sort of vibes as the first one. And then I got through Over the Garden Wall, volume 1, which I assumed would be like a retelling of the Cartoon Network animated series, and it's not. It's actually 2 stories. So story 1 is Greg in dreams, and then the second story is a girl being told to wait at home for her father, and her mother's dead, so she's in isolation by herself. But they reference the Beast, and clearly the story was supposed to have been read after you've already gone through the entire series, because it wouldn't be fair as a person coming into the series or into the game, into the TV show, to read that first and then not have any kind of context for what the Beast is. So I dislike that. But so I finished those 3 books. I have Perfect World Volume 2, I believe, because I think I have Perfect World 3 on hold. And then I have Volume 1 of Blue Lock. And then I have 2 mangas of a series that I'm spacing on their names of that I don't know if I'll like. I just grabbed them because their covers looked interesting when I was at the library. So I have those 2 to read. So I have 4 more manga to get through today. I also started with the second Emily Wilde's book. I'm about half an hour, 45 minutes into it. It picks up directly where the first book left off, which I was worried that it wouldn't. So I really am enjoying that. That's been a really great energy thing to listen to. And then the next one that I have that I'm trying to get through is the Fish Wheels book. And the Fish Wheels book specifically I want to get done this month, so I'm going to try and get through it this weekend. Like, I'm going to try and read like a couple of pages, and then I'll read a manga, and then I'll try and read a couple pages, and then I'll read a manga. But that's hard to do when I would rather sit and play a video game instead. So budgeting time is an issue, especially when I woke up and then I slept. So my bad. I just finished with the preparations for my next presentation. Do you think it will go better this time? I would prefer it if we don't receive a reaction like we did the other day. Hello, Mr. Hine. We came because you said you had more cool stuff to show us. I can't wait to see it. Thank you for coming. I finished getting ready, so let's jump right in, shall we? Ready? Let's begin. What are you going to show us today? I'm afraid I'm not here to showcase any new invention today. So what are you going to do? Ein and I are here to regale you with the tale of adventure. Adventure! Now you're talking. It all began with a submarine, and its name was the Fiasola. Ein and I set out on our journey in the Fiasola all the way to the ocean floor, in search of a place that could only be found in the deep sea. There, we found another submarine that belonged to adventurers like us who had been searching the ocean floor. Wow! Did you go inside? What was in it? Inside was a ship's log, left behind by the former crew. We used the log to guide us as we dove even deeper in search of our destination. Until finally we arrived. And what we found there will shock and astound you. What did you find? Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. Down there, where no one else has been said to tread, was a flag stuck firmly into the ground. Which means, children, that we are not the first to find such a place. You think somebody else put it there? Do you think people live on the bottom of the sea? Don't be stupid. How would they breathe? Sadly, we were never able to learn who it was that placed that flag. But I can say for certain, whoever did must have been thinking they'd finally made it. That they did what nobody else has ever been able to do. No one? No one ever? We can all surpass our limitations. Our limitations? That's right. That flag was a reminder that as long as we never give up, we can achieve the impossible. Does that mean I can grow up to be a great fishman like my dad? I think he means fisherman. Fisherman, okay. And yes, never give up on your dreams and you can achieve anything. What about me? Can I become a pretty princess one day? Absolutely. You have a great many possibilities hidden deep down. I want to fly all the way up to the stars. Do you think I could do that, Mr. Hine? You can, most definitely. Humans made it to the bottom of the sea. It won't be long before we claim the skies as well. Wow! But first, you'll need to seize the stars closest to your heart. How do I do that? Easy. You learn how to woo the lady folk. Yes, there are hundreds of beautiful glistening stars all across this land just waiting for you to seize the moment. I don't care about girls. They all start laughing. That's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Cute and silly. Well, how do you think it went? You did great. Well, if you think it went well, then I'll consider it a great success. His happy face is so cute! Say, Ein. Do you think I've gotten closer to Fiasola's legacy? Not quite, if I'm honest. That's rather harsh. Still, it makes me feel better somehow. I think this is something that Fiasola really wanted to do, opening doors for the generations to come. She never wished for new worlds, nor did she strive to be a technological innovator. No, chances are the people who planted that flag are cut from the very same cloth. Do you think we can do it too? What's to say that we already haven't? Someday, people will make discoveries that surpass anything we or Fiasola ever envisioned. Before long, they too will entrust their dreams to the next generation, just like we are. Generation after generation, until eventually someone achieves the very impossible, It all begins with one small step, and enough steps will one day lead to one giant step. Forgive me, I have a habit of waxing poetic about the future. The future is coming, you know. You're right. Mr. Hine! Oh, what's this? I told everyone about your story, and now they all want to hear about it for themselves. Oh dear, my day is about to get much busier. If you'll excuse me, I'm off to regale the children with more wondrous tales of the future. I'll see you again soon. Next time, I'll treat you to a meal. Mr. Hine, come on! God, annoying little children. Yes, I'm on my way. Now, okay, here's my gripe with the game. If they're actually children, this is fine. But if they're like that one kid who apparently was a teenager but was in the character model size of the little kids, I really dislike that. Because we also had that other girl who likely was in her 20s, but she was in the adult model. Nothing? We're totally on the moon. Come on, don't lie to me. Okay. Braca is in Arginine. You want us to enter the castle. Let's do Braca's. That's why Hines was interesting. It wasn't interesting to begin with. But it totally was one of those things where, like, how do I put this? It was interesting because I liked the character, and then as it went, like, yeah, he's a trope character, but as it went, it showed us that we were at, it showed us that there's something else to the world building in this game. Like, it never occurred to me that this could be the moon of our planet Earth kind of thing. Because, like, to me, this is high fantasy, which wouldn't necessarily be that, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. I will say, I was thinking about what game I want to play next, and I kind of want to play, it's a game I don't own. So I know that I want to do Tales of Symphonia, and I know that I want to finish Echoes of Wisdom, but in terms of, like, the next game that I want to play, I kind of want to play I think it's called Neo Fantasia, or Fantasium, or whatever. It had a lot of racism and stuff, themes inside of it, and I'm not sure if I really would be gung-ho for that. So it's either that, or it's the YS Nordics game, because that was a lot of fun. I played the entire friggin' demo of that. So I don't know. I want to get through Tales of Symphonia. I want to get through this, and I want to get through Echoes of Wisdom, just to kind of, like, see where I'm at, take stock, because I don't want to have games that just sit half finished. Could also do Lies of P, now that they have the easier difficulty. Thanks for coming, Ein. Oh, you're here as well. Hi, Dianthus. I didn't expect to see you here. I asked her to come. Anyway, you've gone to some lengths in finding me. What is this regarding? You said you had a question for me. That's right. I have a question about the Hallowed that an omen may have the answer to. About the Hallowed? Asking Dianthus is a great idea. I've been putting some thought to it, about what to do next, what I want to do next, what I can do next. Not that I found the answer yet, I'm still trying to figure that part out. But for now, I thought I'd try to find out more about the Hallowed. I dedicated my entire life to hunting one in particular, but I don't know a thing about the Hallowed in general. So, getting buddy-buddy with someone who might seemed like too good an opportunity to pass up. Just a moment, what are you getting at? Fine, you seem to know something about this. Explain yourself. So, Braca was out for revenge? Now I understand. You wanted revenge on a Hallowed. Yeah, but sadly some other wretch got to them first. The Hallowed is already dead, you mean? Well, that's a blessing. What are the Hallowed to you? Well, not a personal inconvenience. I know the Omens have had their share of trouble dealing with them. I could give two shakes about the Omens' problems. I'm just here to learn what I can about the Hallowed. I don't much care for your arrogance, but you're going to give me trouble if I refuse, is that right? Very well, if my personal accounts are enough, then I will share them with you. Thanks, Dianthus. Braca could learn a thing or two from your obedience sign. Whatever. For experience's sake, why don't you begin by telling me how much you know about the Hallowed? Just that they exist? And you, Braca? That they devour people if they possess high intelligence and peculiar strength, and that a particular type of ore is required to kill one. A weapon like this is the only way to really deal any damage. Yeah, that's about it. So about as much as I predicted. Dianthus, answer me one thing. You said before that the Omens were struggling with the Hallowed too. That's right. It is an inconvenience that they devour Abel at their own discretion. So the Omens and the Hallowed aren't working together. Absolutely not. Allow me to clear that misconception. The Hallowed were created by the star. They were born of the sea's light. What do you mean by that? You could think of them as something of a natural disaster. A natural disaster? Don't make me laugh. You're trying to tell me what happened to my village was the result of a natural disaster? No, the fault still lies with the Hallowed. Dianthus is right. Fine, whatever. Anything else? They must have some other distinguishing characteristics. That's all I can tell you. The hell? I think you misunderstood the question. I wasn't just asking where the Hallowed came from. Yet, combined with what you already know, your understanding of the Hallowed is now the same as mine. Seriously? Well, that was anticlimactic. But it's good information to have. Thanks, Dianthus. I'm glad I was of some assistance. So, do you know what you want to do? Nope, I'm more lost now than ever. His little sad face, oh baby. Here, take this, I don't need it anymore. Holy rifle. Wait, are you sure about this? Trash it, sell it, I really don't care. You can give it to some other poor schmuck hellbent on revenge. You no longer intend to fight the Hallowed. You said they're natural disasters. Not much us humans can do to stop those from happening. Besides, I only wanted to kill that one in particular. I don't really care what happens to the rest. I see. Completely devoid of purpose. What will you do with it? The gun, I mean. There'll be a time when it's needed. You mean when Braca finally decides he wants it back? There are few weapons in this world like that which can destroy the Hallowed. Do take good care of it. Now that you mention this, only this gun can kill them? To be more precise, only weapons made of a particular ore, like that gun, which the Hallowed are susceptible to. You don't believe me? Then how was that other man able to destroy Amadeus, you ask? Ein. That Moldor person had best remain vigilant. Got it. Huh. Ooh, Avenger Spawn Stone. Okay. Huh. Where are you? There you are. Hey, baby! Faster! There we go. Oh my god, I still have more to get. That's so funny. Okay, I have 2 classes left. I thought I had 3. I have 2. What was the last one? I don't know. What was the last class I got? Lunamancer. No, Lunamancer I got like right away. No. Lunamancer is the last one I got because I got it from Dianthus. Okay, while we're here, let's go up and see what this is. I believe this is the haunted room. Yes. It's so cute! Thank goodness we got you back safely. Kokona! Don't leave like that again, okay? Konu. How are you guys communicating? We don't completely understand each other, but I can just kind of tell what he's trying to say. Mr. Coco, why did you go all the way to the Divine Seaslight Cave by yourself? And you didn't even tell me. You just left a letter and disappeared. Konu. Kona Koni Konu Kona. You didn't want to trouble us at the inn anymore? Koni. That's why you ran away. Why is he staying at the end anyways? I guess I should start from the beginning, shouldn't I? I just happened to find Mr. Coco lying on the street in town one day. He looked down and out. It turned out the other Konelu in his hometown didn't think he was very good at doing business, so they chased him out of town. I felt so sorry for him. I just couldn't leave him to fend for himself in the new town, so I took care of him in the spare room at the inn. The voices people heard were you two. Yes, they must have overheard us. Kona. Have you told the innkeeper? No, but I suppose I should, shouldn't I? He's going to be really angry when he finds out about this, and he'll never forgive me. Konu. I'm sorry I couldn't do more for you, Mr. Coco. How about having him work here with you? Have Mr. Coco work with me? I'd never even thought of that. But it might just work. Koni? Yeah, a cutie like you would be popular with the customers, I'm sure. Work with me here, Mr. Coco. Koni! It'll be fine. Leave the rest with me. I'll persuade the innkeeper somehow. Well, there's no time like the present. I'm going to talk to him now. Good luck persuading him. Thanks. See you soon. Kona! Okay. That made me realize that we don't really know anything about the Konelus, other than, like, there are dolls that we collect around town, and that's kind of it. But there was a new quest here. He's right there! Cute. Okay, let me grab this. So let's do, I think I want to do unicorn. Emos is next too. Let's do, what do I have? Do I have any in town here? I have that one, and I have one at the church for what's her face. I think I want to do emos, so let's do. I do want to do unicorns too, don't get me wrong. Last night I was watching Jerica do Final Fantasy VIII, and the battle mechanics that they do to manipulate the battle is so cool to watch, because like that was one of the things that I just didn't enjoy. And even Jericho was commenting about how like she didn't like the combat. She wanted to over level and stuff and have fun with that, and you can't do that in 8. So I'm tempted that like I'm tempted enough to buy Final Fantasy VIII again, play it a 4th time, but play it with the battle mechanic shenanigans that the speedrunners do. Oh, Ein, you came. I need your advice. Do you have a moment? Yep. Thank you. Will you join me in the back room? I already asked the bartender and he said it was fine. I'll go there as soon as this song is over. Did I leave the music turned down? I think I did. What did you want to talk about? Right. The truth is, I don't feel like I've been singing as well as I could be. The patrons are kind and haven't said anything about it, but I can feel it in my chest, like a hazy gloom weighing it down. Are you worried about anything? Something I'm worried about. Is it really okay for me to sing? I mean, at the vigil, it's dedicated to those who were hurt by Lorelei, after all. But I'm a siren. I'm no different from the Lorelei that everyone feared. But you're not evil, Emo. But that's not all. If I sing at the festival, everyone will continue to hate Lorelei and the sirens. But the sirens were victims as much as anyone else. So I want to sing for them too. Both reasons are important. You're right. I know I'm being selfish, even though the representative asked me to sing for Shatola. What about telling them the truth? Is that really the only way? I need to think on my own a little more, and maybe I'll come to a decision. I'm always around if you need. Thank you. She's so short. Oh, Mother, everyone, what should I do? The people of Shatola, my family of sirens. Must I only choose one to sing for? There must be something we can do. Thank you, Ein. I'm going back on stage. Everyone is waiting, after all. I hope practice gets better. Ein. I'll keep thinking about what I can do. Well, that's a good one. A song worth singing. Yeah, she's my defense character, but she doesn't do a lot of defenses. Unless the defense gets increased to like 20% as we go, maybe. I don't know. I didn't see what Dianthus is. Actually, I don't know what Dianthus is yet, do I? No, I don't. Let's do unicorn. I want to check something and I don't remember what it was. Audio. Aha, that's what I thought. I had my VG volume down. There we go. I was like, where's my sound? There we go. That's way better. Okay. How do I get out of this room? I pressed the leave button. So I'm not crazy. I did have my volume turned down from when I was fishing. Because I did a lot of fishing off stream. As you can tell, our days have progressed. We're already at the 18th of the winter. Okay, so now we're going to unicorn, right? Yeah. Go ahead and save. Every now and then I think back to the Nier game and I think about how good that plot was. So good. Okay, so inside the castle, where are we going? There's a quest right there, so we go straight. Okay. Thought they would attack me. The ethically contaminated. Oh, okay. Like you, then.
They were no match for us.
Cool. And then there's a quest right here with this guy. So let's talk to him and then we'll move north for Unicorn. Maybe there is nothing here after all. This is very strange. According to the database, it should be this way. Oh, Abel, can I help you? Why are you staring at the wall? I am not just staring. I am investigating a sector of the castle that does not exist in our database. My name is Heterovilus? Heterovilius. I belong to the cloud that oversees the maintenance and upkeep of the castle. Right, are the omens all computers? I see, you're working. That is correct. The sector in question is located ahead of us, but as you can see, before us stands nothing but a wall. We cannot allow someone to get away with covertly building an extension to the castle. If by any chance this was the work of a rebel like the former Geist, it must be promptly dealt with. That sounds serious. Indeed, it seems you understand the situation. Does that answer your question? I am very busy with my investigation. If you have no further business with me, would you kindly let me go on ahead? Shall I help? What? Help? Actually, you're not usually in the castle, so it may be advantageous to have your outside perspective. Yes, I accept your offer. All right, I'll help. Thank you. Well then, here is a list of places I would like you to check. There are 3 in total. It is said that in addition to this spot, the 3 places on that list also lead to the new sector. We'll meet back here when you've checked them all. Thank you for your cooperation, Abel. Over the wall. Interesting. Okay. Hi-da! Now, I wonder if my gun attack counts as physical or if it counts as magical. I have had that question because I am doing elemental attacks, technically, with it. Like, super technically. We go this way. Heterovilius said that you could get to the new sector from here. But there are no switches or anything. It just looks like a plain old wall. You could probably break it down with a strong attack. But you probably shouldn't break it without telling someone first. This reminds me that there's quests and stuff in Final Fantasy XIV I haven't done. You, Omen, we have a question of you. Ugh, you again? You're such a bothersome one-horned creature. You can come here all you like. You won't get the information you... Actually, wait. Who are you? Why, I am Unicorn of the Cryptids. Who else could you have mistaken me for? More importantly, I have a question to ask. It is about my memories, you see? Why did you implant such memories into my... Are you even listening? Ah, I see now. You're not the same one. What epiphany could be so important that you leave my question unanswered? Look, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I don't have the answers you want. Pardon? Aren't there any records? Not a single one. What is the meaning of this? You mean to tell me Dianthus lied? That's not what I'm trying to say at all. There were those of us who studied you, for sure. Then I demand an audience with them. Sorry to disappoint you yet again, but they disappeared some time ago. You know not where they are? They wiped their studies from the database, cut ties, and haven't been seen since. Which means we haven't been able to track them down either. We'd have some idea of where they would go. I must say, it is surprising that not even the most important of omens would know. Then, I will be stuck with these memories forever at this rate. Look, if you hate your fake memories that much, I can delete them for you. Delete my memories? I can even make sure that I only erase the false ones, too. That way you'll be rid of all that pent-up worry and stress you're under. Surely that would be more logical than trying to search for my lost comrades without any clues. Of course, you don't need to answer now. Come back when you've made a decision. Honestly, the thought had never crossed my mind until now. I didn't think it was possible. Neither did I, but if that omen says it can be done, then it must be true. The markings on Unicorn, like on his leg, is the same sort of markings that's on Emo's leg, so I wonder if they're related in terms of cryptids, because Emo's a siren. I must think on this longer. There is no need to dally here. Let us return home, Ein. Interesting. Huh. Okay, map. Wait, are there no more on this level? I guess there's no more on this level. Can I not continue to explore the castle to the next floors? Oh, no, I see the arrow. Sorry. I was confused for a second because it said level 1, level 2. It's level 1, level 2 for this map instance. And I didn't see the arrow, but I was like, where is it at? It must be here. Interesting. So one thing I was thinking about, since I'm destashing books and I got rid of a whole bunch of them, I was thinking of going through my games and destashing the ones that I know that I won't play again. And I was thinking back to the Star Ocean game, Integrity and Faithlessness, because I do have that game. However, I don't know if I'm ever going to replay it. Because I was so, like, I didn't mind the game itself. And I ate it up, I played it. It was one of the first games that I streamed, actually. But I distinctly remember the credit roll happening and being like, what is this bullshit? Because it wasn't... The story ended and it wasn't the story that I was expecting to end. And so I'm actually kind of tempted to play it a second time to see if, like, I have the same expectations with it. But yeah, so my thoughts are to get through... I want to get through the mangas that I have. I want to get through this game. Hello. And then, obviously I want to get through this game too, so... I think what we might be looking at is more streams in the future as I get through these. Let's see. I want to go... I want to go up and straight. Okay. Let's save here. Do I fight the fear?
I think we might be able to take it down.
Eh, might as well.
Let's combine our efforts and put this business to bed.
Do I need to change elements? No, that didn't seem to make a difference. Did it? I love these ones because these guys can attack me without respawning. Ooh, you know a game that I wouldn't mind finishing is the Edge of Eternity game. Because I liked the gameplay of it. I didn't like the UI. But the actual gameplay of it I didn't mind too much. This way? No, the next one. Thought I had pressed A to open that door. Nope. Hello.
That one was troublesome.
So I think I'm gonna finish stream today at about,
Let's combine our efforts, put this business to bed.
I don't know, because it's only 4 o'clock right now. We turn, please? Oh my god.
That one was troublesome.
Because I have something I need to do this afternoon and I don't know how long it's going to take. So I think what I might do is I might take a break to do that at like maybe 5 or 6.
The battle begins.
Maybe I'll take a break whenever I eat. And then we'll come back afterwards. That might be an idea. There it is. Hey you, what are you doing here? I see, you're helping Heterovilius, are you? It's true, it has been shared on the database. I will not stop you, but let me warn you of one thing. The last one who teamed up with Heterovilius to search the unreported sector ended up crashing. They had to delete their personality files. I know that can't happen to you as an Abel, but you may want to proceed with caution, just in case. That's a weird thing, isn't it? Okay, the next one, is there one on this map? Yes, so I need to go back the way I came. Let me eat a Nami. Do I have one?
Very kind of you.
Yeah, actually I might do that. So when I take a break to go get food, I think I'll just end stream instead of going intermission screen, because what I have to do is I have wooden shelves I need to assemble for my display purposes. And I don't know. I think they're easy, but I haven't assembled them before. And so I want to just assemble them. So I need to go this way. Go north. And I would hate for you guys to be waiting for me and then I feel rushed to assemble these things. So I think what I'll do is I'll assemble these things. This does connect. No, it does not. Okay, I have to go the other way actually.
I can keep going a while longer.
How do I get there then? Oh, I go straight. Okay. I'll assemble these things, and then once I'm done, then we can come back. They are, so instead of having metal baskets for my stuff, I'm going to try out some wood ones and see if they work. I think that they will, but I just need to assemble them. And I was going to assemble them and then paint them, but I don't know if I want to paint them, and I don't know if I want to stain them or paint them. Because if I was going to paint them, I was going to paint them white. If I'm going to stain them, then I need to stain them. You know, either way, they do need to have their wood sealed, so like that's a thing I need to do anyways. But if I'm going to paint them, then I don't want to seal the wood. I want to seal them after I paint them. which is a different sealer. Okay. The list says you should be able to reach the new sector from this wall, but nothing stands out as unusual here. So, for the to the and in, you think you hear a voice, but there's no one around. There doesn't seem to be any clues at this wall. There don't seem to be any clues. You have checked all the places on the list. Go and tell Hetrovelius what you found. Okay. Let me open here really quick. Okay, so Hetrovelius is back at the beginning, so go back the way that I did, which is this way. I have not started my Halloween blanket yet. I do need to start that. I just have been trying to clean up areas around my house instead. Steps. Yeah. Bet this game loads faster. Although I really haven't had too many issues with loading. There's a couple of visual bugs here and there with loading, but it hasn't been a thing that bugs me, if that makes sense. You tell Hetrovelius that you didn't find any clues. I see, you didn't find anything either. But there is no doubt that behind this wall exists an unknown sector of the castle. Abel, we must continue the search. On to the next place. I want to ask you something first. You say that you heard about the personality wipe from another omen. So you've heard about that. Then you understand the severity of the situation. We absolutely must get to the bottom of this sooner rather than later. But we still have no idea how to get in. That is true. Despite conducting thorough research, we still have not come any closer to solving this problem. There is, without a doubt, an unreported sector of the castle behind this wall. But how to get there? Can we go over the wall somehow? What? I hadn't thought of that. I knew it would be a good idea to have your input, Abel. I thought you had already tried that. We never would have come up with the idea of destroying the wall, or any part of the castle for that matter. Thank you. Very well, I shall destroy the wall. Stand back, I'm going to shoot it. Hetrovelius blast the wall in front of you. That worked. Let's go inside. Okay. So far, it looks no different from the rest of the castle. In fact, it looks like an exact copy of the other sectors. It's uncanny. What is this? Did one of you make it? That is what I suspected, but upon seeing it for myself, it looks too ordinary. I created this sector. Hello, Master, and welcome, Abel. How nice of you to visit. Where did that voice come from? It wasn't me. Who's there? Show yourself. I cannot do that. Unlike you, Master, I do not have a body. I see. In that case, it can't be helped. Could you let me in on what's going on? To put it in terms that you would understand, Abel, this voice belongs to an AI. That is correct. I am an all-purpose assistance AI that was made during the construction of this castle. My masters created me for the purpose of building the Castle of Illusions. A construction AI? That's strange. They went out of use hundreds of years ago. That is correct. I went out of use once the castle was completed. However, since then, I have become self-aware and developed a consciousness. All those years you spent here led you to gain consciousness. Affirmative. Why did you build the area? Because I wanted to be noticed. Like I said before, I was made for the sole purpose of constructing the castle. So, once the castle was completed, I was no longer needed. My masters did not consider me one of their own and stopped acknowledging me. I should have gone into sleep mode. But instead, I built this new area. Why? I don't know. By the time I became self-aware, it was already completed. You must have been lonely. That may be the case. You are an Abel with the concept of a heart, so I will take your word for it. As much as I developed a consciousness, at my core, I am still an assistant AI. If I am not put to work, then I have no reason to exist. I would like to receive orders from my masters again. I can only deduce that my actions were a result of that. I didn't know that was possible. By the way, Master, last time it was a different master who came here. Are they all right now? They started acting strange after talking to me, and I've been wondering what happened to them ever since. It all makes sense now. The last one who made it into this sector must have suffered a system failure when they met this highly illogical, self-aware AI. Thus, their corrupt personality data was wiped to prevent another entity like a Geist from coming into existence. That would explain why there are no records in the database. It wasn't the AI's fault, after all. Master? And don't worry about the last individual that you met. Understood, Master. This is no matter for just one of us to address. Will you discuss it with the others? I cannot currently say anything with certainty. I must first discuss this with the other members of my cloud. Hey, AI. Yes, Master. I will notify you of the outcome later. Until then, don't take it upon yourself to do anything else. Yes, Master. Ein, I must leave for a moment. Let's reconvene outside this sector. Huh. It's not even on the map. That's cool. Are you going to talk about the AI? A decision has been finalized. What will you do with it? We have decided to add the AI to our cloud. From now on, it will assist us in the maintenance and upkeep of the castle. I'm glad. You are? Why? There should be no reason for you to be concerned about that AI. It would be kind of sad if it got deleted. Sad? I do not understand. In reality, we should have eliminated that AI. But no matter how much we discussed it, that is not the conclusion that we reached. It would be advantageous to study the data that it has collected throughout the years. However, the risks outweigh the benefits in allowing a self-aware AI to survive. Despite that, we decided against wiping its data. All decisions made as a result of a discussion are final. Why we made such an illogical decision, though, I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe because it built the castle? What is that supposed to mean? I will acknowledge that it carried out an essential duty in constructing the Castle of Illusion. However, high-level artificial intelligence such as ourselves cannot harbor such feelings. You don't have to hide your feelings. It is not a matter of hiding feelings or not. That's enough of this conversation. Thank you, Ein. You helped us resolve the situation. I'm going to talk to that AI now. We must decide on its next steps. Farewell. Huh. I did not expect a quest to be in the Castle of Illusions. That surprised me. Huh. Okay. Let's see, it's almost nighttime, so let me come over here. Let's do a little bit. I can do a little bit of fighting, not a lot, before we head out. Weren't there some in this room? Yeah, there's some over there. Can you all not? Alrighty, there's that. Okay. Oopsies. Oh, gunner. Da 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 da. There's that, and then we want to head on home. Ugh. Let me put 4 days. It's the 18th. Fall, summer. Okay.
Take care out there.
The key is to have fun with everything.
Okay, that all has seeds in it. I don't have food. Yeah. Oh, it's just a row 3. Okay. I had a feeling that it was more rows, but I guess not. There we go. Okay, and then inside we go. What a waste of food.
Welcome back.
Okay. We have just about 10 minutes, a little less than 10 minutes. Are there any new ones for winter? No. Okay. Yeah, I did not expect there to be a, quest in the castle for some reason. I don't know why. You would totally actually expect that. It would make sense. Do I not have high quality meat? I thought I did. I guess I don't. Okay. There's that.
Take care out there.
Any letters? Probably not. Oh, there's one. Unicorn, thank you again for accompanying me to the Castle of Illusion. I was quite satisfied by the result of our visit, although I did not expect to hear that the culprit behind my false memories no longer resides there. Those omens truly are a selfish, arrogant lot, but there is little we can do about that. Instead, I considered their offer of having these memories removed and would like to ask for your input. I will await you in my forest. Braca, it looked like his spirits were picking up a little after the last time you stopped by, but it seems like he's back to square one again. Honestly, I can't see him like this anymore. There ain't nothing I can do about it, but maybe there's something you can do to help him? I spoke to Emo. She says you really helped her out the other day. She's been out of sorts for a while now, but she seems to be getting back into the swing of things. Still, she's got a long way to go. When you've got a minute, would you stop by the bar and see for yourself? I'm sure that'll make her really happy. My dearly beloved, I've grown so accustomed to sending you these letters, I would never have believed we would spend this much time together when we first met. I'm continuing on as an inventor. Just like Fiasula, I will pave the way for our generation and for the children of the next. And with you at my side every step of the way, let us walk this road to the future together. Oh, that's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Alright, is there anything I can harvest? Doesn't look like it there.
The veggies are simply bursting to be harvested.
Get my snow caps.
Good morning.
Good morning! Put in those. Okay. I love how, as refined as this game is, every now and then the chicken stuff or the goat stuff appears outside their pen. For as refined as this game is, I just find it so silly. Hello? There we go. Just every now and then, it's just outside their pen. I find it so silly. Around to the tree. Okay, we're gonna sell. Marmalade sells. Feathers and horns and floofies to sell. Okay. And that goes there. On that, and then this one is the cheese. Okay. The big cheese. Oh my god, I bought some Monterey cheese, and it's so good. Okay, Calvin! Topweenie! Okay, so let's see here. We have Braca, Emo, Hein is done. Unicorn wants to see him as Forest. Unicorn is physically the closest. So let's go do unicorns.
Bye-bye.
Because he's right here. Good to see you, Ein. As I wrote in my letter, I wish to discuss what happened the other day. How are you writing letters? Why must something so simple surprise you, I apply ink and write, same as you humans. I assumed all foals learned cursive in their youth. But that is all besides the point. We are here to discuss my memories. Fine. I have been putting a lot of thought into what I should do about these false memories, and I have come to a decision. I will have them removed. What about the missing omens? If I am to be honest, I wish to look for them terribly. But surely it is impossible with nary a clue with which to begin the search. You know as well as I that there is not a being alive who could replace my princess, even though she is fictitious, devised by the omens. No matter how long I search this world, I will never find that which never existed to begin with. Such a fool I have been, searching, heart-longing, for a partner who never was. I cannot say my mind would remain as alicorn sharp were I to continue in such a manner. To that end, I must have these memories expunged. I have wrestled with this sadness, but it is the only means of calming the tumult that rages in my heart. Let's go back to the castle then. Wait. We needn't be too hasty. I have decided to erase my memories of her, yes, but there is clearly some lingering attachment. She may not be real, but she is still my princess. It would seem my body is unable to conceal the aforementioned lingering affection, which means that even if we erase my memories, there is a chance that some trace may still remain. So yes, before we proceed, I think it best that I get my affairs in order. I wish to visit each location to which I had traveled with my princess and earn some sense of closure. They may not be real, but they ought to be treated as memories nonetheless. Ein, I assume you will accompany as my trusted retainer? Or rather, doing this by myself would be a tad lonely. If I must. I thought you would say as much. Oh, how clever of me to employ the services of such a splendid hireling. Marvelous! With that matter out of the way, we will depart as soon as I have settled on where to visit first. Choosing just one, when there are enough memories to fill 1,000 evenings, will be no small task. I will ponder on this and let you know forthwith with another letter. That will be all for today. Be sure to come the moment you receive my letter. Understand? You know, I'm curious because the omen that we ran into seemed to think that there is a second horse that would come and talk to them. And that's interesting. Okay, we're going to go towards Braca. And I'm going to save there because it is time for me to go grab food. I'm not hungry at the moment, but it's that kind of feeling where I know I'm going to be hungry in like 30 minutes if I don't go and eat now. So I'm going to go ahead and eat now. And like I said before, I'm going to go ahead, eat, and I'm going to go ahead, go eat, and then I will do the wood assembly thing that I don't know how long it's going to take, and then I'll come back to you guys later in the afternoon. So I'm not too sure how long I'll be gone, but I look forward to seeing you later. Bye!